Hello guys, and today is the 20th episode. The topic is positioning. For example, if you are going to take a right turn or if you are going to take a left turn, where should be the position of the car? So we will be discussing about all these things in today's topic. We will be covering the topics like the definition, what does it mean, what the terminology pre-sorting means, what are the principles of pre-sorting, rules of pre-sorting on one-way road, pre-sorting during zipping, wheel alignment, knowledge about the wheel alignment during pre-sorting, pre-sorting at roundabout and bicycle path. This is going to be a very short video, but one question is surely expected from the chapter pre-sorting. So please be careful and know all the facts. Okay, what does it mean, or what the terminology pre-sorting means? It means positioning yourself on the road correctly. Positioning yourself on the road correctly. It means pre-sorting. The aim is to improve safety and throughput on the road. So if one is positioning the car correctly on the road, then other cars have sufficient space to go forward, and hence the throughput of the road is increasing. Pre-sorting prevents the traffic that is not going in the same direction from being hindered. Very easy. Okay, general pre-sorting principles. Always keep yourself on the right side of the road. Even if the road is empty, there is no one there, keep yourself to the right side of the road. Not unnecessarily use the empty middle or left lanes. This is what we discussed just now, that always keep to the right. You might get a fine if pre-sorting and driving unnecessarily to the left or middle lane. So the question could be asked in the exam is that if this is the road and I am driving here, then the question will be, should I continue driving here or should I move here? The answer is, I shouldn't be continuing driving here, but I should move to the right. After overtaking, you return to the right lane if there is space. Always keep to the right. Drivers wishing to turn must take up an appropriate road position by turning to the right on normal road. Okay, if they are turning to the right, they must move across to the right side of the carriageway as soon as possible. If I am driving and if it is a multi-lane road, then if I have to turn right, then I have to go to the right side of the road to do the special maneuver. If I am going to turn left, then I must position close to the middle of the road, or if there are on dual carriageway with median, then I must take up a position as far to the left as possible. This has been a very confusing concept to understand. So when I am turning to left, if it is a single lane road, then I should position close to the middle of the road. If they are on a dual carriageway, then with a median, then I must take up the position as far to the left as possible. Even if it is a two-way road but a single road, then I must position to the middle of the road actually in this part. The idea is drivers intending to turn must give way to all oncoming vehicles. This part we have already covered in the previous videos. And to all vehicles traveling behind them in the same direction on their left or right. Drivers intending to turn left must give way to oncoming drivers intending to turn right at the same road junction to ensure smooth flow. To understand this concept, it took me a long time, but I think the idea is very clear here with the rules stated. So please, if you do not understand, please come back to me. Then pre-sorting on one-way road. Discussing further, Driver wishing to turn must take up an appropriate road position. That is called pre-sorting. Okay, if someone wants to turn right, let's take this as an example. They must move across to the right side of the carriageway as soon as possible. Means the positioning should be on the right side of the road, like this. If someone wants to turn left, like this scenario, they must position close to either they must position close to the middle of the road, like if it could have been a single road, then the for turning left the car should almost position to the middle of the road. Why middle? Because they can allow the other cars to pass through. If there is a dual carriageway or if there is a multi-lane carriageway, like this multi-lane carriageway, they must take up position as far to the left like this as possible. Why to the left? So that the cars going or cars using the middle lane or to the right lane, they have enough space to do their maneuvers. One way road or road closed sign. For turning left, they must position near to the left as no incoming vehicles. Okay, if it is a one-way road, then I can position myself far to the left for turning left, because there are no other vehicles entering into this road. So I can position far to the left in order to create space for other vehicle users, like this here in this scenario. One way street with exception to mopeds and vehicles. If it is a one way street and mopeds and other vehicles are allowed to enter this road, then they must pre-sort near to the middle, not to the left, as it will hinder other, because they need space and they have to keep themselves to the right. So for this moped or cycle, this is the right side of the road, so I must position to the middle of the road. Please run the video and understand it again. If you understand it once, then you are done. Okay, pre-sorting during zipping. Two lanes merging to one, then you must move to the right for sure. This is very common or normal. At level crossing, you are allowed to overtake. This is just to remember. It has been in 2 or 3 test series, sample test series. This was one of the questions, so I mentioned it here. At yellow priority symbol, one can make a U-turn. Means on a at yellow priority symbol means this one. If this is, means I am allowed to make a U-turn here, but on special occasions, because this priority symbol is at highways or on outside the built-up area where it is not allowed to make a U-turn. So we have to be very much clear on some specific scenarios only, like within the built-up area I am allowed to make a U-turn. If this is the plate within the built-up area, then in that scenario I am allowed to make a U-turn. Generally it is very rare that this kind of questions will be asked, but to be mentioned, and I have mentioned this to be sure that okay, I am covering all the topics. Wheel alignment during piece sorting. Always the wheel should be straight when to pre-sort. Like if I want to turn left here, then my wheel alignment should be straight. Even if I want to turn right, then my wheel alignment should be straight. This prevents driving onto some other direction if hit from behind. Like suppose unfortunately if some other car struck me behind my car, then I am pushed forward. At least I am not going here and there or somewhere. I am going straight. So in So scientifically, that is the reason why the wheel alignment should be straight. Resorting at roundabout, if you are turning right, then position your car to the outer lane. Like as you see multi-lane roundabout, then always position your car on the outer lane. If you wish to turn left, then you can use the inner lane or left lane of the roundabout, but it is not mandatory though, as the rule is always keep to the right. So the right side in the roundabout is the outer side. This is the right side and this is the left side. Always keep to the right. So when I have to turn left, then I can use either the inner or the outer. Means anything, means I'm free to use everything, but it is advisable to use the left lane or the inner lane of the roundabout, so that I am giving space to the other drivers. Okay, pre-sorting on bicycle path. Cars can use bicycle path to pre-sort if the white line markings are not continuous, like this. In this scenario, cars can use a part of the bicycle path. A bicycle symbol plus non-continuous line, cars can use to overtake only, no parking or no stopping. In this scenario, I can use only to overtake and I cannot park or cannot stop. In this scenario, if no bicycle symbol, this is not this scenario. If no bicycle symbol plus non-continuous lines, car can use to overtake, park or stop. In this scenario actually. Two bicycles can go side by side. Yeah, this is normal. Overtaking is allowed from the left and right. A moped or a snorfit cannot go side by side. Yeah, a moped and a snorfit cannot go side by side. Like friends going side by side with each other together talking. Bicycle paths are classified into two types: optional cycle path and mandatory cycle path. This one we already discussed in the previous video. But in this scenario, cars are not allowed to pre-sort on the bicycle path because it is a continuous line. Cars are not allowed to use it for overtaking also. No parking, no stopping, nothing. This is exclusive to, or this is a mandatory cycle path exclusive to cycles only. Okay, with this we have come to an end. For further references and reading, please refer to these resources. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and learn well to avoid confusing traps. We will see each other in the next video. Till then, goodbye.